When most people think of sports, they think of the big name ones like football, basketball, soccer, maybe even tennis. But today, I want to challenge you to think of sports in a unique way. Probably one that you've never thought of before. I want you to think of dance. Yes, I said it, dance. I've been a dancer my whole life, and I faced the misconception that dance isn't a real sport. But let me tell you this, it's every bit as grueling, every bit as challenging, and every bit as deserving of recognition as every other sport. Today, I'm going to share with you why dance should be recognized as a legitimate sport in the high school world and college. I'll talk about the physical and mental toll it takes, the lack of respect it currently gets, and the growing number of people demanding change. Dance is often seen as an art form or a casual hobby, but in reality, it requires an incredible amount of physical and mental strain. Most people think of dance, they think of flexibility, maybe some graceful spins or a dramatic leap off the ground, but that's just scratching the surface. A 2-minute routine takes hours of preparation, fine-tuning, and training. We spend days and weeks learning choreography, and we can't just dance for ourselves. We have to dance as a team and work together to make everything work well. We have to make synchronized formations and visuals, and they take months to perfect. The physical strain is just one of the aspects of dance. We're doing repetitive motions, complex positions, and it really has a toll on your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, and your joints. It can cause serious injuries like tendonitis, arthritis, and maybe even some torn ligaments. Lifting your leg above your head in general is hard. Try doing it during a 2-minute routine when you're already exhausted. But here's the thing, the strength needed for dance isn't just physical, it's mental too. Dancers begin their careers at a very young age, basically forming their lives around dance. You are surrounded by mirrors your entire life and told that if you don't look a certain way, you can't be a dancer. As Claire Gregory, a writer from The Counselor, once stated, dancers' identities intertwine with their bodies from a young age. While this creates many positive experiences, it can lead to anxiety, depression, and more. I can speak to this from a personal level. Within the past year, I've had 2 hip surgeries, both from 2 labral tears and an acetabular impingement on both sides, basically mirror images of each other. It was a long recovery process, and about 7 to 8 months later, I was finally feeling back to my normal self. I was practicing again, dancing with my teammates, and then there was another obstacle thrown in my way. A hip dislocation due to a connective tissue disorder, also known as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It's been devastating to watch my teammates from the side, but I love getting to cheer them on and watch them all do what they love. I've just taken my love for dance and put it into other things by helping coach my teammates and even more. I've let my passion evolve into something else. It shows that dancers aren't just strong, but they're resilient as well. Now, in the world of college sports, athletes receive recognition for their talent, their hard work, and their accomplishments. They receive scholarships, they get recruited, and they also have access to other things that help them thrive. Well, as for dance, we don't get any of that. Dance is often seen as a club activity, so most colleges don't offer scholarships or anything because they're not a real sport. As Sophia Scott of Night Riders points out, the UDA, or Universal Dance Association, was founded in the 1980s. The NCAA still doesn't recognize dance as a sport. It hosts major competitions and has great success, but the NCAA still refuses. Even the NDHSAA also doesn't recognize dance. So North Dakota stepped up and they formed NDADD. This is a competition for dance and cheerleading to have their own state, just like other sports in North Dakota. Imagine practicing every day, putting in hours of hard work, and being told that you're not a real sport and we don't have enough money for you, so you just get kicked from the school. I bet you would be just as devastated as we are. Despite the lack of official recognition, dance is gaining momentum. According to the Gazette, a publisher of news articles, 77% of people believe that dance should be considered a sport, but still the NCAA hasn't budged. Popularity continues to rise, and UDA Nationals gets more attention every year, gaining the name of the Dance Super Bowl just this past year. Then there was the viral LSU performance, their hip-hop routine from 2022. They danced to Like a Boy. This performance was because of their school system and how they had almost gotten kicked from their school that very year. They were being told that, oh, dance doesn't matter, it's not important, you're not a real sport, so why are we even giving you money? They fought for their right to dance, and they created a GoFundMe to really raise the standards for dance that year. It wasn't just an amazing performance, but it was a part of a larger movement where athletes and coaches from the dance world wanted to be recognized just like football and basketball were. So, what does this all mean? It means dance should no longer be dismissed as just an extracurricular activity. It is demanding, physically intense, mentally challenging, and highly competitive. It deserves the same recognition and respect as every other sport. Just like football players, gymnasts, and swimmers, dancers put in hours of training, face physical challenges, and endure mental strain. It's time we stop undermining dance and start recognizing it for what it truly is, a sport. After all, if you can jump, spin, leap without falling on your face, I think they deserve the real recognition of an athlete.